Too many goddamn innuendos. Volume 2 of Aesthetics, Crimson, and Otherwise. You stumble through the streets of a strange alien world. Ever since you landed, you've been desperate for information, everything. Along the way, you've had some laughs, embarrassing missteps, and maybe even an encounter with alien meat. You don't want to get into that. What you want to get into, though, is friendship. Honestly, at this point, you'd make friends with one of those purple bushes. You're not picky. Wait, you see something in the distance, or someone? Oh, wow, what are my choices? An artist? Or... this looks like frickin' 90s bullcrap. Lo, what light through yonder weirdly organic architecture breaks. A small figure approaches. Oh. Oh my gosh. You're so... So far, you've swallowed quite a few insults in regards to your looks and intelligence level. You aren't really the type to let the shallow opinions of others get you down, but it's been a rough day. You're so cute. Oh. Oh! Gives you a sweet, sincere smile. I've never seen anything like you. It's giving me all sorts of new ideas. Boy, do you hope some of these ideas are about friendship. Now that you've got a taste of it, you're hungry for more. Take a stumbling step forward, and your robes remind you that although potential camaraderie is enough to improve your mental health, it doesn't heal injuries. Oh, you don't look so good. Come inside. I've been looking for new contributors. Contributors? Could she mean friendship contributors? No, that's dumb. Maybe she runs sort of alien newspaper and wants you on the staff. Looks a little young, but what do you know about alien hierarchy? You follow her to a nearby building. Now that you're looking up from your ravenous hunt for companionship, you notice you wandered into an upscale part of town. There's a lot less garbage and people in the street. You see one of those robots, but it's washing a window instead of shooting lasers at children. If that's not high class, you have no idea what is. Before you can follow her inside, she turns around in the threshold, blocking your way. Real quick. You don't happen to be an artist, do you? Artistry, as a matter of fact. yes. Oh. I see how it is. Well, you're not gonna sneak ruin any trade secrets out of me. Goodbye. Oh. Oh. Well. Rude. Oh, I'm 2 volumes behind. Alright, let's try that again. No, I've never had much of a knack for it. Oh, good. Friendships between artists are so fraught. Much better to just keep things between artists and the appreciators. That way no one can be jealous. The girl's smile widens even further, and you feel an unbelievable rush of joy. You finally found someone who isn't a total fucking maniac. And she brought up friendship without you mentioning a word. Put the spring in your step. Or as much as possible if your arm and everything else weren't broke. Amisia leads you into an elevator with buttons labeled in spiky letters that make absolutely no sense. You realize nothing's ever going to make sense again. That's okay. Your hierarchy of needs is just adjusted. Your new friend, yes, I'm going to jump the gun with the descriptor words, but you're feeling seriously good about this time, stands in the corner of the elevator, wringing her claws. I wish I knew I was going to have company. I would have cleaned up. It's been a while since I met anyone new. You assure her that whatever disaster her house is, it can't be any worse than other places I've been. Although you get what she means. She's wearing an artist smock that's covered in splashes of paint. Actually, it's... doesn't look like paint. It couldn't be anything else, right? It's every color of the rainbow. Elevator door slides open, and you step into a space that you're relieved is totally recognizable. The table overflows with messy palettes and brushes, cloudy jars of water and sponges. Several easels stand beside the windows to catch the light of the two moons. A number of canvases lean against the wall, turned so you can't see. First thing first. She brings you over to a wall screen that looks way more high-tech than anything you would have on your now defunct spaceship. Tapping away at a series of unreadable symbols. That indicates you should take off your sling. Here, go ahead, stick it in there. She seems to want you to put your injured arm into a large hole in the wall. Which you do, because you think she has your best interests. The hole shrinks down like a blood pressure cuff, sending bolts of agony through you. You want to yank your arm out, but don't. Even if it's broke, you still like having it attached. Instead, shout aloud and thrash your other ribs. Oh, calm down, you big wriggler. It's like you've never seen a medicalizer before. If you don't stop moving, it won't work. Tears spill down your cheeks. But you force yourself still. You'll bear the pain. You do it for your friend. She looks at you hopefully, and so delicate and pretty, almost angelic. You look at her face and tell yourself it's all going to be fine. Finally, the hole releases you, and you pull your arm back out to find it completely healed. You can move your fingers. They don't hurt. Things are looking up. See, I had told you. This is great. Overwhelmed with the urge to celebrate. You thank her profusely, but you manage to keep it strictly verbal. Medicalizers are great. This part of the city is great. You need rich friends. You tell her this, throwing in a compliment of her studio while you're at it. See, friendship is easy. Oh, I'm glad you feel that way. You're really strange and under-socialized. But you don't seem to be a complete cultural idiot. Plus, I think it's really endearing how helpless and trusting you are. You laugh, slightly unnerved. But after a recent encounter with another girl in blue, well, it ended up okay. Amisia is so nice and friendly and keeps calling you cute, which you think's pretty generous of her, considering you are an ugly mess. Speaking of low bloods, what's your blood color? Out of curiosity. You're not sure what she's talking about, but red? Tell her it's red. She's disappointed. I've got plenty of burgundy. Oh well. Good thing I have a delivery soon. You think you could help me set things up before they get here? The visitors, as in plural? Potential friends? Hell yeah. You are all over that, especially considering you're newly peeled arm. You're anxious to display all the simple motor functions you can perform. She gives you another radiant smile. You live for those smiles. Just so full of glowing nectar of romance. How perfect. Let's do this. Work always goes faster with two pair of hands, after all. Yes, absolutely. Even if by that she seems to mean her hands are pointing while it tells you where to put things, you're totally fine with that. Ribs are still kind of killing you, but you swallow down the pain. You're getting pretty good. Too bad you can't stick your torso into the magic science wall. Well, maybe you can, just not right now. She instructs you to clear all the furniture to the edge of the room and to lay down a big tarp. Apparently tarps aren't blue. She answers her phone and buzzes open the door. Runs over to the elevator with delight. They're here. Sorry, I'm so giggly about this. Just been a while since I had any new paint. Wait, paint? That's what's coming? Now that you think about it, there is something pretty crucial missing from this whole artist aesthetic she's got. There is no paint. No tubes, dribbling colors, or pots with their tops left. There's not even a pencil. Elevator opens and two trolls come in. Pretty similar shaped horns and almost exact height. Brothers? Do trolls have siblings? From their uniforms and douchery, swaggering why they walk, you get the idea they're law enforcement. That and the third troll in handcuffs they're dragging behind them. Thank you guys. Always bring me back the best material. They don't say anything. They just bring the troll to the center of the tarp, force them into a kneeling position. Then they bow to Amisia and leave the way they came. This doesn't look great. Even before she runs out of the room and comes back in with an axe. This, could be better. The troll in the tarp trembles and bites back a sob, but they don't say anything or try and run. Is she really going to do this? You can't bring yourself to believe this cute little alien is going to straight up axe murder a guy right in front of you. To finger paint with their blood. You stammer. She laughs. Well, I don't use my fingers. I'm not a fucking animal. Considers you for a moment. Tapping a claw against her mouth. I know. You can help me. I only ever let one other person help with my work. And she's out of town right now. But we have a connection. You feel it too, right? Lord have mercy on my soul. You do. God, you do. You've been feeling it so much lately. For everyone you meet, you thought you had come across someone who would readily accept your platonic longing without putting you through the ringer first. You do want to help me, don't you? You do. She looks at you solemnly. Why don't you do the honor? She holds out her axe. I wouldn't offer this to just anyone. But I can tell how special you are. You're trembling. The troll on the tarp is trembling. But unlike you, they've accepted their fate. Slowly, inevitably, you hold out your hand for the axe. She gives it to you with a smile. God damn it. You forgot you have broken ribs. And you're a human that just can't pick up giant fucking axes with one hand. You drop it, and it bounces. Like, way more than it totally should have. You look up at her from where you are, doubled over in pain. She laughs and scampers over to retrieve it, once again swinging it up without any sign of visible strain. She doesn't have any visible muscles. What is this child made of? How silly of me. You seem so culturally advanced, I forgot about your natural inferiority. Here, I'll give you a second chance. Yes, please, a second chance that does not include committing murder. Usually I just use chains, but I got a better idea. You get what she wants. You hesitate, and she smiles even sweeter. Sweet like poison. Oh? You don't want to help me? The tarp crinkles underneath you as you kneel. You grasp the troll's shoulders and mumble an apology. They continue to say nothing. She sharpens her axe, even though it already looks pretty damn sharp. Hold on tight. You try, you really do. Problem is, you try to hold on tight, but at the same time you try to drag the troll out of the way. Some instinct to preserve life. You're weak and injured, so all you end up doing is just flopping both of you a little to the side. Instead of coming down on the neck in a clean slice, her axe glances off the troll's neck, her collarbone, mortally wounding them instead of outright killing them. And now you know why they haven't been begging. They don't have a tongue, so they can't beg, but they can yell and thrash and bleed olive green alien blood all over you and the tarp. God, there's blood everywhere. It's just everywhere. Christ, you're an idiot. Why couldn't you commit? Now you're covered in dying alien. And so is everything. Amisia, the work table, and the canvases against the wall. I can't believe this. I'd let you into my hive, into my life. I was playing online, to let you into my pusher. I thought you were refined, sophisticated, but now you're just a Philistine. Gives you a shove towards the elevator. Your ribs are screaming, so's the troll. Try to explain. Forget it. I don't want to hear excuses. She was right. If you want someone killed, right, you have to kill them yourself. You ride the elevator back down, kneeling in a pool of blood and failure. You are terrible at murder. Well, I think that's been both the bad endings so far. Okay. So, that was both the bad endings on her. This means I should be able to get to the good ending this time. Now let's just fast forward. No, I've never had a knack. You try and resist the urge to celebrate. You fail. You take her by her hands and twirl around the studio. You let go and go careening into a table. Not the one covered in supplies. You go down. This is what you get for acting like a huge fucking tool. Are you okay? What kind of ritualistic rite of healing I've never heard of? You shrug. She leans down, picks you up in a bridal carry. Despite being half your size, makes your ribs hurt. She lays you down on the weird couch. Are you sure you're okay? You look a little... that color. First, you think she means the color of your skin, which is different than her light gray. Then you think she means the truly fantastic buffet of bruises you have. But then you realize, in your prancing idiocy, you've managed to scrape up the inside of your arm. Blood oozes sluggishly. She dredges a finger through it, half expecting her to put it in her mouth and for this to become a whole cannibal situation. Well, you're not the same species, so it's not exactly cannibalism. She just holds her finger up and the drop of blood trembling on the tip. This color. I've never seen anything like it. She dashes off to one of her tables, pulling over a sketchbook, dragging her finger across it. Your blood paints a rusty line down the center. Let's have a squeak of excitement. This is amazing. What, red? Not red. There's a million dirty little rustites swarming all over this city. I'm drowning in red. This is crimson. It's incredible. You must be some sort of mutant. You're really lucky I found you instead of the drones. Lucky. Me. Yes. The luckiest. Though your arm is healed and you're out of whatever doubtlessly weird weather happens to be on this planet, maybe she's right. Maybe I am lucky. You close your eyes and try and breathe. Zen yourself. Really center yourself in your body and all that. You open your eyes and you're not centered anymore. In fact, you roll completely to the left as you try and get away from her. Who's back standing over you with an axe. Watch out! She grabs you, drags you back onto the couch, and plants her hand on your solar plexus, effectively pinning you. You'll hurt yourself if you keep flopping around like a beached blubber beast. You want to be friends, don't you? You want to help me with my artistic aspirations, right? You get the feeling she might be trying to manipulate you. Just the teeniest little suspicion. You don't like being suspicious of a new friend, but that's a big fucking axe. I don't know what's got you so worried. I just wanted to show you my axe. Oh, yes, that makes sense. It's a really nice axe. She tries to catch it before it's too late. And somehow in all this struggle, you're cut. Like, very cut. Yeah, you tried slitting your wrists, basically. In fact, I don't think she could have aimed it better if she tried. Oh dear. Don't struggle. You'll only hurt yourself more. You don't want that. No, it definitely don't. It gets up to put the axe down and you lose track of her. You're bleeding all over the couch. Everything's shiny and unreal. Comes back with some jars to catch your blood. It's a good idea. You're making a mess. The blood jars or jam jars? Alien Jam. Space Jam. God, you love that movie. It's been so long since you've seen it. Definitely the best PG movie about basketball. Way better than the one with the dog. Do they even have basketball here? She just shrugs, brushes your hair off your forehead, keeps smiling. God, she's a good friend. Before too long, you do what's honestly a goddamn shock you haven't done now before. You pass out. When you're come to, you're propped up against the wall in a weird way that you wouldn't love, even if you weren't an invalid, and both your arms are jammed in the wall. The glory hole of well-being. You grunt, pull your arms back out. They're healed. The cuts on your wrists are two faded pink lines. You take a step away from the wall and immediately fall. You may not be actively dying, but you did lose like half the blood in your body. She giggles. A little giggle makes you turn around. Or roll over. Since I guess I'm still on the floor and not getting up. You've met worse floors. She's sitting at one of her easels, her hair pulled back behind us beneath a scarf, and little round glasses perched on her nose. Jar, your blood's next to her, and she dips a paintbrush in it. I'm glad you're awake. I was a little worried you actually killed yourself back there. She laughs, and you laugh. It's funny, now that everything's okay. Probably the blood loss. Ask her what she's painting. You, of course. You inspired me. Well, right now it looks like just a bunch of red squiggles and lines, but she just started. Sits on her stool, looking at her palette, chewing on her lip. Somewhat nervous, actually. I want to show you something. Something I've never shown anyone. She leaps up from her stool and crosses the studio. You roll to your other side to keep her in your line of sight. You really hope she isn't getting another space jar jam. Space jam jar. Words. Narration voice. Subtitles. She turns the canvases around, one by one. They're all blank, except for one, which is... Oh, no, that's just a shadow. They're all blank. You... Ask her if they're all just new canvases that she hasn't had the chance to paint. She sighs. No, I've had them forever. They've just... I'm not a real painter. There, I said it. She buries her face in her hands, talking from between her fingers. I'm really good at all the other parts. The materials, the studio. I can make my own paint. I could never just do the painting part. She looks so despondent. You really wish you could do something, but you don't know much about art, and I can't stand. You tell her she looks like she's moving in the right direction, at least. I don't even have a studio or brushes. Of course, I have no aspiration to be a painter, but you leave that out. That's just it. I feel inspired for the first time ever. I think it has to do with your messed up, disgusting mutant blood. No other explanation. She takes a knee beside you, picking up one of your limp hands with hers. They're cold, like she's been pressing them to a glass window in winter. Usually I finish off my contributors quickly. I don't have time to deal with a bunch of injured low bloods. But I couldn't just use all your blood up at once. You're far too special. You gaze up at her. A mist has descended over your vision. It's not the mist of imminent death. I have to keep this precious blood safe. I think you might be my muse.